Y'all, I can be with them. We can be with them rocking all day long talking about this stuff. Let us know how people can find you guys again. And just how they can stay and connect with how to, stay in touch with y'all.
Yes, well, the best route is to actually come to the support group. Okay. That will be the easiest way because then you connect to our whole community. Once again, 574 Division in Grand Rapids, City Life Church. So, so if you're headed north on Division, we are on that right-hand side. There's a big sign that hangs out there. We have childcare, we have transportation, we have refreshments, we have so many things there.
And what day and time again?
Wednesday from 12:30 to 2. We have lactation consultants, certified lactation counselors, breastfeeding peer counselors. We got people there to help you out.
Man, they helped me all the way out. Like I was like, look, here I am. Here's the booby. Here's the baby.
Right.
He's hungry. Let's do this.
We will get it together. We will get it all the way together.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
Thank y'all so much for coming. We appreciate y'all so much. Y'all, this is Hugs.
Yes.
Breastfeeding support group, lactation specialists. We hope y'all enjoyed them. We'll see y'all in a second. Welcome back, y'all.
Yeah, we got another guest,
y'all. We about to be hitting y'all. I told y'all. So the second one we are having coming in, she's doing studies on infant mortality. So I would love for her to come in and talk to y'all more about that. Her name is Jordan Ebaniah. Welcome back. Hi, baby.
Hey, Jordan.
We missed you last time.
I love your hair.
Thank you.
Isn't it gorgeous? Y'all don't know what happened before this. Before we got back on air. All right. Anyway, Jordan, thanks again for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be back.
Remember her? She was our our substitute co-host a couple of weeks ago, and she came on through, and so now we have her here. When we told y'all she was going to be a special guest, so now she's here for that to talk to us about infant mortality and just the things that she's studying and researching right now. I want you to introduce yourself again.
My name is Jordan Ebaniah. I am originally from Detroit. I live in Grand Rapids.
2 D towns. We got 2 D towns up in here.
Taking over. I live in Grand Rapids now. I'm a graduate researcher at Western Michigan University, and I'm currently working on my thesis, which is creating a prenatal co-parenting program for Black mothers who are at increased risk of infant mortality. So.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes. So let's talk about that.
Yes. So the Hugs just left and they set it up for us. We know Black women lose their babies more than any other women, more than any other race. What we also know now is that it's not because of genetic conditions. It's not because of SIDS even. It's not because of what Black women do wrong, as people wanted to know or wanted to guess. The reason why Black women lose their babies is because their babies are born too early and too underweight. And those are complications from stress.
Okay.
So stress causes Black women to lose their children.
You think that has something to do with the diet or not eating as much as we were supposed to be eating?
It has to do with a lot of those factors. I mean, we think about where the food deserts in our communities are.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we think about in my neighborhood where I can get to a bag of chips faster than I can get to any of that. But it also has to do, which ties back into racism and discrimination, ties into being low income, ties into improper work conditions, you know, not having maternity leave, not having enough time off,
or not having a place to breastfeed or to
yes
in the workplace. That's a problem.
Course. Not having the support, not having the family, not having people around, not having involvement of the community. A lot of times when our women go to the doctors, I heard a story in a group that I was in not too long ago where a young lady said she went to the doctor to get an ultrasound and they asked her, well, are you keeping this baby? Now, if that had been a white middle class family, a mom and a dad both standing there, eager eyes, holding hands and loving each other, that conversation never would have
and
happened.
that can immediately cause stress right then and
Yes.
there. That question.
Yes.
I remember I went to the doctor my first time getting an ultrasound, and they told me, they had a list of what I could, intake as far as drinks and foods and stuff. And the doctor told me I could drink coffee, I could drink pop, I could drink whatever I wanted. And I'm like, why would you tell me to drink pop and coffee? Like, why would you tell me that?
Right.
No, I'll have some water and some juice from time to time. Don't tell me that. And this was specifically at, a place in the Southeast Side neighborhood. Those, I'm not going to say the names, but.
Right. And a lot of that is because they make the assumption that black women don't care. Or black families don't care. They don't care to, have healthy foods. They don't see a point in trying to do something different. So they give you what you're there for, and they try to get you out of there as fast as possible. So my research is focused on how to create this co-parenting program, because one aspect of reducing stress is having great partner support. You're both moms. How important is it to have people around in your house or, in your community, in your neighborhood that's helping you?
Very important.
From day one, from week one. So how do we get from day one to your first year of birth, to your first birthday? That's what we're trying to understand. Infant mortality is when a child dies before his first birthday. How do we get to more first birthdays? It's going to require a lot of support. So that's what I'm focused on, how to increase that support, how to increase father involvement, because a lot of dads want to be involved. They don't know how. The providers might not tell them, might not specifically have information packets for dads. What if you're somewhere where you can't afford to get off work for every appointment? So now, you might be facing a doctor's appointment by yourself. He's not getting the information. It's just, how do we get those people to work together?
And they don't care about that. They don't care about us working together. They don't care about us knowing anything. They don't care about it. It's like that's what's been working in their favor all this time. Like, I feel like it's been a strong effort on keeping the number of black lives down. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's prison, whether it's breaking up the black families, whether it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, us not being able to reproduce, with all of the birth control methods they try to push on us, the formulas, the this, the that, just every way possible that they can try to keep us down and keep us for us to not know anything, basically.
Right. And then we think about something like that. The C-section rates that we have now are ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
They're
a major
unnecessary.
surgery that is really lucrative for them.
And you know why? The number one reason why they have a C-section? Time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Time. Because it's Friday at 5 o'clock. I don't want to sit around for another 5, 8, 12 hours until you're ready, until it's time.
Yeah, I had to slow them down at the hospital with me because this lady, like, y'all, get this lady out of my room because we gonna have
You was bringing her up and down all day, weren't
you? Yeah, and she was just like, well, we getting this baby out one way or the other. PJ was all right in position, perfect position.
I was like, look, I'm the mother, not you.
Yeah, she was trying to take my Pitocin numbers up. She was trying to do all of this stuff, and I was like, listen, I need you to, I said, I feel like you treat me as a number. I feel like it's just like, you rushing me. She was like, no, I just know you probably want to hurry up and get out of here.
How do you know that?
Where am I going?
I didn't say that.
Did you have another appointment you had to get to or something? Did you have prior engagements?
I canceled everything. My water broke. Period. It's a wrap for everything.
Exactly.
Birth is supposed to be a sacred, beautiful, peaceful experience.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of us don't have good experiences in the hospital.
And a lot of that comes back to, not having somebody to support us, not having a doula there, not having, a father or support person who knows what to do, what to say, not having a caring, supportive team. It starts during pregnancy. It really does. And you have to have some people around you who understand, who believe in you, and who want to see the best happen for you and your family.
So as far as the research, what solutions have you found to kind of create resources and create, build better bonds between the mother community of mother and family?
Yeah, so there is a prenatal co-parenting program that exists. It was tested and did very well in white communities. It actually increases child self-soothing. So, okay, this is what happens. A mother and a dad, or a mother and whoever, expectant, not before the child is born, they come in and they do classes. Maybe like a class a week for like 8 weeks or something. Those classes have effects 6 years down the line.
Okay.
So we're talking about increase in behavior, like fewer behavioral problems 6 years down the line.
Wow.
We're talking about when your child is born having better methods of self-soothing because it's endured less stress in utero.
Okay. That's so important.
We're talking about increasing father warmth, decreasing mothers who are competitive with the father for time with the child. So all of these things that can reduce stress, that can reduce the amount of toxic chemicals that stress puts into a body when a woman is carrying a baby, has effects on her, the father, their family, the child, the community. I mean, we can just see how this can just change a lot of things.
Cause and effect. Domino effect. This is
exactly.
affected, so that was affected. That was affected, so this is affected.
Exactly. And that's what I want to know. How do we bring that program? How do we bring something like that to black women and black men when they need it? Not, at 9 to 5 times when the doctor office is open and you can get an appointment. At the time this works for you. Or at the place that works for you, or presented by a person who you can identify with, so that you listen, so that you pay attention, and so that you get something from it. So
and
that's
all
what my
of these
research
things
is.
make perfect sense of why these things are happening the way it is. We're just not reading. We're not researching. We're not reading. We're not, paying attention to any of that stuff. And none of that is being provided for us. We have to go and dig for that ourselves.
And we also have to have the time and opportunity to do those types of things. We can't just say, oh, you're not reading. We have to say, how much time a day do you spend working that you couldn't be reading? Or that you spend doing something that you hate so much that you just, when you get home, all you want to do is not think. Not be present, just not do anything.
That's true.
So that's why, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
So Jordan, how can we contact you?
The best way to get in contact with me is to go to my website, greatblackmoms.org. You can learn more about the study. You can learn more about me and my role, how I'm trying to bring prenatal co-parenting to the community. I'm working in Detroit, Grand Rapids, and Kalamazoo to reduce infant mortality rates. You can send me an email, just whatever.
Awesome.
All right, y'all. Please stay in tune, in touch with everything that she's doing. It's so needed in our community. So I just appreciate you for taking out the time and just having this passion to dig deep and figure out and get to the bottom line of what's going on in that situation, and just how everything literally is connected. We don't understand how one thing can affect another. That's been happening for a long time. So we appreciate you.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here.
And thank you for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
That was Jordan Evanaya. Y'all stay in tune with her. Don't sleep. Don't miss this space. She's doing some great things for us, y'all. All right, we'll be back.
All right, people, we have another beautiful guest.
Yes.
I'm so happy that she's here.
Yes.
She is a doula. She is owner of Love and Light Healing. She's a master healer. And I'm so happy that she's here. So we're going to welcome
Miss Chastity Moore. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right? This is like girl power, like for real. Today's episode is just the bomb. So we have Chastity Moore with us today.
Hi.
She's such a beautiful spirit. I love her energy. I just love your person. You're just awesome. So thank you for coming today.
I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Yes. So give us an introduction of yourself.
Well, I'm Chastity. Obviously, you know that. I am a doula. I've been a doula since 2011 in the local community, and I'm also just started a year ago with my midwifery studies. So I'm studying to be a midwife. So I'm the first midwife of color student in the area that's going to be a certified professional midwife. There's 2 different kinds of midwives. There's nurse midwives that work out of hospitals under a physician, and then I'm going to have my own practice.
Okay.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Yes. I'm having a home birth next time. You're my man. Having a home birth. I feel like when you say certain things, it comes to like, I feel like those, when you put stuff out in the universe, I feel like those things come to you naturally. Like I said, like we've been in this house for 5 years, but the house we were in last time, we were there for 5 years. So it's been 10 years since I've been saying I want a home birth. And our neighbors that moved in next door to us, they were like all the way holistic. They were like the bomb, and she had a home birth. And I was like, are you serious? Like I just got done saying that this is what I want. And then I have one right next door to me that I'm seeing her whole journey. I'm seeing how now. I don't think the midwife got there in time, so she did have the baby by herself.
Mine didn't either. That happened.
But I can see how that can happen. I mean, you don't know when the baby is going to make his debut, so it's like he coming right now. He coming out. He's right. We'll be here. You know. So.
Exactly.